This video is a brief overview of Chapter 4, Organizing and Protecting Information. It is not meant to replace reading the textbook or reviewing the presentations. This is a shorter chapter that continues the discussion of the features of File Explorer. The File Explorer layout can be altered to fit your specific needs. You can show either the details or the preview pane, which we've talked about in the last chapter, but not both at once. You can also choose to show neither of them. They will display in the far right. On the View tab, click the navigation pane to access a menu of on-off toggles. And notice that you have navigation pane, expand to an open folder, show all folders, show libraries, and show favorites. What I have on my screen is what is the default. You can also resize the panes by clicking and dragging to the left or to the right. You can also modify how the file and folder listings appear, such as showing and hiding file extensions. If you go to View, File Name Extensions is checked. If I click it off, let me get to a file name. Here's one. So if I click on File Name Extensions, notice it has the .bmp, which is an image, and it's a BMP image, or if I click it off, it doesn't show it. It's good to have it on so that you know what the extension is and what will open it in case you don't recognize the icon. You can also reveal hidden files under View, ShowHide Group. Here we're hidden items. There wasn't anything hidden there, but if there had been, it would have shown it. You can show and hide operating systems under View Options, Change Folder, and Search Options. And you can also customize a folder's icon appearance by going to Properties. For instance, if I wanted to, I could right-click here, go to Properties, and I can change and customize. I can change the icon. An example of that if I can get to it just a second. Here are the courses I'm teaching, and notice I have changed the icons for some of the courses, or for the folders that I have on my desktop for each of the courses that I'm teaching. File properties include two types of data, and that's where I was right now under the properties. It includes metadata and attributes. If there is a Details tab, you can provide metadata information to the file. Some metadata is not editable, such as date created, size, program name. A file's attributes contain yes or no data. You can also remove file properties and personal information before sharing a file, which is always a good idea. You'll learn how to do all of these things in this chapter. Something very handy for many of us is to be able to use file history to revert back to a previous edition of a file. For instance, you edit a file in Word, then save it. You can no longer make any changes. In Windows 8, you can go back to a previous instance using File History. In this chapter, you'll learn how to enable this feature and restore a previous file. There are two types of permissions that you can set in a file: local and network sharing. In Windows 8, you can also create a group to allow multiple users the same permissions to a file. You'll learn how to add and remove these permissions in the My Documents properties. This is the end of this very brief chapter and very brief video. Thank you.